Hi, this is Huw Davies here from Ozone API, and I'm really thrilled to be joined by Raffaele Brusco, who is the commercial lead for APIs at Natwest. Raffaele, great to see you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, Raffaele, we wanted to talk more about Natwest's bank of APIs and the way you guys are approaching the whole world of open APIs. We're in the UK with a context where the largest 9 banks implemented open banking a number of years ago now, and the market's becoming quite mature, and the market's starting to think about premium APIs and delivering capability for embedded finance and to drive more revenues. And I think arguably Natwest right at the very forefront of the market in doing this with the bank of APIs that you guys have been developing. I wonder if you could just start by explaining what is it? What is the bank of APIs? What are the sorts of capabilities you're exposing, and what does that enable?
So let me start describing what do we do as bank of API. Then let me also compare on where we do sit compared to the other large banks in the UK in terms of the way we are thinking about API. So the first point is what do we do? Pretty much we manage. So the simple way to represent is we have, let's say, 2 main responsibility for the organization. First one is the delivery of everything that is open banking and regulatory driven. So should the regulator require us to deliver something, that's our mandate. Then there is, by the way, a second strand that is in relation to commercialization. So because for regulatory reasons, we will need to develop a technological solution, API driven. In the second stream, we will enhance, so we will create on the basis of those regulatory API, premium API, and offer those premium API to third-party companies, the ISP, TPP, that want to create a commercial proposition, or we can leverage those capabilities we'll build internally to enhance our internal proposition, our internal customer journey. So there is the simple way to see this one is try to think how can we monetize what the regulator is imposing us to do. So that's pretty much what we do.
So Raffaele, maybe you can talk to us about some of the types of services and capabilities that are being made available through the bank of APIs.
The key one we make available pretty much 3. One is for sure everything that is payments related, and VRP, commercial VRP is definitely the main one we are trying to commercialize. The other one is anything that is about premium data. So we call this one customer attribute sharing. So providing data to enhance third-party journey to facilitate customer experiences in the digital world. And the other one, third one, is more a direct offering in which it's tailored for corporate customer, in which we can provide to corporate customer direct access to their own bank account, so they can integrate their own bank account information into their own system, such as ERP, accounting system, and so on. So those are the three main areas that at the moment we are focusing on.
And I'm really interested to understand the drivers for this. So why are Natwest investing so much in delivering the bank of APIs and a suite of capabilities that go beyond the requirements of the initial open banking regulation?
The key reason are pretty much 3. The first one is it's good for the customers, because again, talking about VRP, customer attribute sharing, again, we are providing something that can close a customer need, can provide the customer to better to have a better experience within the digital space. So it's good for the customer. So I think doing something good for the customer is the key driver. And it's the key driver for us, because by doing something good for the customer, we can preserve our privacy. So otherwise, I mean, there is a risk that someone else can enter to close that gap and therefore start to create a relationship with the customer. So this is reason number 1. Reason number 2 is, as we said before in the first question, we are building on top of what the regulator has asked us to do. So again, there is an element of monetizing the big regulatory investment. So we can start to generate an ROE on what the regulator has asked us to do. And the third one is, because in my simple mind, the API is pretty much the capability, the technical capability that will allow us to offer our product point of customer need. So this is also a way to start to build a capability that will allow us to be more prominent within the embedded finance world. So I guess those to me are the three main reasons why we are doing this and why Natwest is investing in this kind of approach.
Yeah, I'm really interested in that last point, actually. So historically, I mean, banks have sold most things through their own channels, their own branch, their own online banking, their own mobile banking. This is clearly setting you guys up to distribute products and services through third-party channels and driving open embedded finance. How big a part of the overall mix do you think this could be in the future? How much of the business do you think will be driven through open APIs versus traditional owned channels?
I mean, I think it's too early to say. I would say that even if I look at the traditional model, so let's say the old model, should I call old model? I don't know. So a non-API world, say, a distribution that is driven by third party was still relevant. So again, I think if we look the like of the mortgage market, I think most of the high street bank, I think a good 2/3 of their mortgage are pretty much sold via broker, via third party. So I guess those are a physical third party. What we're thinking about is more opening up to digital third party. Yes, I think that's something that is embedded, I guess, on the DNA of a financial organization. It's just making sure we can fully unlock this opportunity, because at the end of the day, as you said, embedded finance to me is a way to offer product at point of customer need. So I'm into a website, I'm looking for, I don't know, for some car. It would be amazing for a bank to reach out to a customer to say, we can analyze your data, we can analyze your affordability, and by the way, in relation to your affordability, this is what we want to offer to you in terms of a car loan. So I guess the opportunities can be very, very big. How big? I think it's too early to say.
I do agree, though. I think it will be such a fundamental part of product distribution and product delivery in the future years. Exactly what that mix will be, hard to know. But I guess final question. We've talked about what the bank of APIs is. We've talked about why this is really important to Natwest. I guess the final question is more around how. So you mentioned earlier you have the regulatory APIs and then the set of APIs which are more around driving the commercial opportunity. So was this all built by building on that same foundation of open banking APIs? Is it based on the same sort of standards, the same sort of consent model? How does it work?
The answer is yes. So I mean, we are building and we are enhancing what we are building via the regulatory requirement. For sure, we are also going above and beyond this. So it should be an API that is not regulated yet. I mean, if there is an opportunity, we can explore and we can develop. So, but I think the key one to me is in terms of how is more into the organizational structure. So I guess we are still an anomaly in the UK market compared to other CMI9. We are an anomaly, I guess, because we are, I guess, I would say the only bank that has a commercial practice within open banking, which means we have a team of experts in terms of customer journey. We have a team of experts in terms of product management, commercialization. So I guess these give us enough power to first sell internally why an API proposition is relevant for the organization before then going outside. So I think part of the journey in terms of enhancing an API-enabled economy need to start from the organization. So it's not just a regulatory exercise. It's not just a technological exercise, but we need to have also those kind of resources that can spot the opportunity and set the opportunity internally and also externally.
Fantastic. No, I couldn't agree more. I think this is such a strategic part of the banking business model moving forward. So first of all, thank you. It's been fascinating to hear about the Natwest journey to deliver the bank of APIs, what it is, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, and also congratulations. I think you guys really are sort of leading the way in terms of what a open API enabled bank of the future could look like. So thank you for the time, Raffaele.
Thank you, Huw.